Beep beep. Hello. It's me. I was to start a stream early today. Cause I felt like it. Well, I was doing stuff and I realized that I needed more time to do stuff and I couldn't get it done before stream started, so I was like, hey, if I can't get this done before stream started, what if I just started stream? Crazy. I know. Let's take the farm. Yeah, go into the Scarlet Orchard. We have a condition where it's like, hey, dangerous and forbidden glade wardings are disabled. So we won't know if we're entering a forbidden glade or not. Not the worst. Not the worst debuff in the world. You never start adjacent to a forbidden glade, so you can suss out what's forbidden and what's dangerous that way, but it is bad considering that, like, once you get far enough away from your settlement, you will not know if you're breaking into a dangerous glade or not. Oh no, that's charge drain. I hate charge drain. Have complex food and services or people die. Services are very hard to fully saturate in my opinion, so that'll be tough. Soil reclamation, oh no. Resource nodes depleted under the drizzle spawn fertile soil. We also have vanishing water. You lose a random unit of water. I usually use geysers, so that's not a big deal. No gaining reputation during this. No losing impatience during the storm. Pay packs of building materials or lose some settlement buildings, and then charge drain. So, like, the mysteries are not that bad. I doubt I'll have impatience problems on P6. Devastation can be annoying, but I don't know. Rebuilding it isn't, like, super bad unless I'm very low on building materials. Charge drain sucks, though. I don't know what to do about that one. Especially with lizards and beavers. Lizards only want brawling. It's really rough. God, I hate this mystery. Mostly because, I'm very focused on not letting anyone die. Soil reclamation is great. It's very powerful, and I hate it. Because, boy, oh boy, do you ever need to, like, micromanage all of your gathering forever. But it's fine. A little bit of micromanagement never hurt anybody. Let's get some wood cutting down and start this game up. And now I can fill the wood cutting camps with beavers, so I was like, yeah, go build that immediately. I don't have to mess with priority because they'll go right to building it, and then they'll staff it. It's like I don't have to do anything. Oh gosh, these are really good. Oof, stamping mill or greenhouse. They're both really, really strong. Probably stamping mill here though. The flour will open up pies and biscuits. Being able to smelt copper on this map is huge, and 2-star bricks is great. Like, Stamping mill is very obviously very good. Greenhouse would also be very good. Getting access to mushrooms and herbs will basically take care of all of our food needs for the rest of the game. But I can't just ignore Stamping mill. That's very, very strong. Speaking of strong things, normally I'd take Distillery here, but Lizard stopped being religious last patch. Lumber mill is also kind of tempting. Workshop is also a little bit tempting. Gosh, these are all pretty good. No one's religious in the settlement, so right now. Probably want to take something that covers both of them, although the pickled goods would be very nice, don't get me wrong. And the ale would be pretty nice. There's arguments for literally all of these. I am very tempted by Lumber Mill. We're making bricks elsewhere, and getting really good plank production is very helpful. Workshop would give me better plank and fabric production, but like, you don't need that much fabric for a while. Plus I have beavers, so the lumber mill is especially good. Distillery's back. Bakery is also here. Almost certainly this has to be bakery, because I need biscuits and pies for everybody, and I already have flour. Clothier would also be very, very strong. Not only would it make picks of building materials, it would also make coats for the beavers, which would be really good. But without dyes, I can't make coats anyway, so I guess it's bakery. We can try to get complex food rolling, like, very quickly. Like, very, very quickly. So, that's something to look forward to. Get the lumber mill up, start getting down beaver huts. It'll all be fine. Definitely want a lizard on the hearth. Might even go in third woodcutting camp with this many people. It's fine. Let's have you two go build the harvesting camp. We will need, like, more people elsewhere, but that's... We'll manage. We're working on stuff, don't worry about it. Let's turn on plank production here. We'll need a lot of them for beaver houses, so I'm fine keeping like a stock of 60 around. Trade good packs could come in handy too. I should like give that some consideration. Alright, what do we got for cornerstones? Leftover crops. Herbs do spawn here naturally, so I don't like need a herb garden / greenhouse to make that pop really hard. Firekeeper armor is also kind of tempting. Lost in the Woods early certainly isn't bad either. If I get a cornerstone to like open up glades, I'll actually be very happy for the very early newcomers, so we can get a lot more done in year one. It's tempting. I'm going to sit on it. It won't do... Neither of the picks I want will do anything immediately, so... let's wait and see what we get. If I get a order that says open up a bunch of glades, I'll take get villagers opening glades, and if I get one that says that is about trading, I'll take the free provision pack one. And I'll let that inform my decision. Speedy real estate. Okay. That one's not too hard. Probably. How's our wood looking? Pretty good. Gosh. Yeah. Alright. Everyone stop what you're doing. That's a priority. That is a priority. We don't need like all of them. We just need 3 to complete the order. So yeah. You too. Thank you for making planks. Go help build. Like having this many beavers. It's very convenient. Still, Scar Orchard, you get some extra wood from the Scar Orchard. Maybe I don't need a 3rd woodcutter, at least for now. I don't find myself as low on wood in the Scar Orchards as I do, say, the marshlands. Shelters are going up fairly quickly. We should very, very easily get this done. Once someone bothers to start building, yes, thank you. Shabam! Speedy real estate done. The wildfire essence and the parts will be very, very good. It is timed, so I'm gonna have to turn this in early no matter what, so let's grab that, I guess. Funding the expedition and raising the stakes. I could do funding the expedition right now for 5 parts and a bunch of building materials. That sounds really good. It also leaves me 15 for a Glade event because we started with so many, so that's very good. I'm not gonna turn it in quite yet. Gonna wait till we want to reduce an impatience point for that. Install rain engines or raising the stakes. +1 to plank production is very strong. Raising the stakes is like fine. Like, it's kind of both okay, I guess. Guess I'll grab leftover goods. I guess we're gonna do some trade routing this time, as it turns out. Down there so I could put down the stamping mill. Okay. Good. Things are going swimmingly. Let's get down a bunch of beaver houses so they're a lot happier. I need lizard houses as well, but without any brick or fabric, well, without any brick or fabric reduction, we're kind of in trouble with that, but that'll get solved eventually. Keep a low stock of very inefficient ones of those. Keep a bunch of stamping mill stuff though, that's fine. Probably want to start smelting copper at some point. Probably want to get some tool production. Also, I should check this out. Just greenhouse? Because I was really tempted by it before and it's really good. Yeah, okay. Now if we find some fertile ground, we're like in business. Speaking of which, I need to deprioritize this reed field lest it go away without giving us fertile ground. Did I mention slow reclamation? Like, this may be one of the strongest forest mysteries, but it's such a pain to micromanage. It is just the largest pain to micromanage in the universe. Like, oh my god, is it ever a giant stonking pain. Let's get a beaver in here to start making bricks. We shall need them. One lone lizard building everything seems fine. Like, just for this mystery, I want a, like, button here that says, do not deplete resource node. But then you get the benefit effortlessly. Hi. A trapper's camp. That's very good. It's very good. Free camp is always great to see. We don't need the food right now. I might save that until we get the next set of orders. Because we might get an order that just says, hey bro, I need you to rebuild some ruins. And even though I could be like, oh well, that's no problem, I've already rebuilt several of them. They're like, no, they have to be new ruins, or it doesn't count. I'm like, but those are rare and hard to find. New ruins! That's the queen. That's what the queen sounds like. That actually hurt my throat. Hold on. Okay. Phlegm evicted, plus I got some water. Mmm. Tap water. Delicious. It's not delicious, it tastes like chlorine. Oh no. Greenfield's about to run out. Gonna have to stop them suddenly. Gonna have to pull them from the harvester's camp. In fact, I should be pulling them from the harvester's camp like right now. These are both in range to just get done during next drizzle fairly easily and consistently. So it probably would behoove me to just take care of that micromanagement right now. We'll go one of them on the warehouse, so they'll clear out the harvester's camp and we'll put it over here so it's not as much of a walk. It's free to move. Alright, once we get somebody in the workstation, let's just assign someone to it. Why wait when I can just assign someone to it right now? Probably also don't need this many planks being built, but well, we're low on beaver houses right now. It's probably fine to have those go up. Also need to build a trading post at some point. Archaeologist's office would be pretty nice, but gonna not fret about that one too much until we find like an ancient tablet and start getting some benefits out of it. Because the building materials can be used for other stuff. Forest mysteries aren't bad, so the only thing I care about is if people are freaking out or not. And I'm pretty sure with all this extra clothing they won't be. Yeah, just favorite lizards, keep wood cutting. We'll just keep wood cutting. In fact, it should be fine once we get an impatience tick. And I could turn in funding the expedition if I really wanted to. Feels unneeded right now, but you know, I could get up a bunch of lizard houses right away, which certainly is not a bad thing. Just speed things up. Wait until our patience ticks up or something happens. Newcomers should arrive halfway through the storm as usual. Don't have any frogs today. Oh, the beavers ran out of coats. Oh, that's annoying. We can't live on Hostility 2 without sufficient coats. There we go. Patience ticked up, we're good. Though it's going to... Hostility is going to go right back up once I, like, bring in the newcomers, but... what if I just didn't worry about that? Humans! That's nice to see. Do love me the best farmers, and that gives me even more reason to make biscuits and pie. So that's pretty sweet. I like that a lot. Queue up some good housing. No suitable trees. Oh, because all of this is breaking into glades. Huh. Well, another benefit of having the humans, besides the obvious, is that I know I won't have harpies, so I can guilt-free start collecting from the dewberry bushes. Could turn in funding the expedition also. I don't want to at the moment. We wouldn't get any impatience reduction, which is partly why I do that. Like, there's definitely an argument to be made. I saw Dendrian playing the other day where he basically never turned in orders. And, like, I don't know. There is definitely a good argument for that. If you don't need the stuff from it, then you should probably sit on it and wait for impatience to tick up because it's reduced hostility. But on the other hand, I'm dumb, and I want to try to get a good score, even though good scores do literally nothing. Just sort of want to flex on the game, I guess. What's your deal, Schlemiel? Out of bricks. Huh. Already, huh? Well, alright. Go help build then. And you have maxed out on fabrics, so I guess you also should go help build. It's enough for all the lizard housing, so, like, get going. Definitely want to get to this fertile soil next year. In fact, I probably want to break into these glades. I'm at 2 anyway, so, like, why not? Let's move these gentlemen over then, if there's room, which there kind of isn't. I guess there's room here, sure. Let's break into that glade nice and efficiently. Hopefully we'll have the trading post put up relatively soon. Mildly surprised it hasn't gone up yet. There it goes. Okay. Well, that's what happens when I switch from one builder to 4. Things get done. Crazy that. Cornerstones. Boy. There's more temptation to do a trading game. Trade Hub is very strong, don't get me wrong. Woodpecker Technique also gets you infinite meat, which you can use in pies and stuff, which is not bad either. Economic migration, more people's like, it's fine, but you kind of don't want to do it unless you're like really going for something where you need a lot of people. Secure perimeter is fine if you're going for Forbidden Glades, but not. Very rarely do, plus I couldn't find them if I wanted to. I'm very tempted to re-roll this. Trade Hub is like a victory condition all by itself. It's really strong, because like you can start selling like 60 amber worth of goods fairly rapidly, especially if you get some trade logs. So that can like win you the game pretty easily, but you have to focus on trading very much. And like in theory, I could do that. I just don't want to. Turns out I just don't want to do that. These are also kind of meh. I do like Master Blueprint and Stormwalker Tax. Do I have any money at all? No, I have no money. That makes Stormwalker Tax way better. Master Blueprint is also really strong. Just getting all those blueprints takes so much out of the blueprint pool, it's almost certainly worth it. And now it's even better given that there's a fishing hut blueprint floating around too. I do think, like, yeah, I'm taking that. One thing about that is that while it is very, like, okay, I'm gonna have to go on a rant about, like, the nature of roguelites for a moment, if you don't mind. Like, you have to be really careful about adding too much to the pool if you're going for, like, a random pool of items. Like, for example, the Binding of Isaac was great, but then, like, it also kind of went off the rails because they added so many meme items that, like, the blueprint pool was really diluted, and well, not the blueprint, the item pool was so diluted that you couldn't find what you needed. And so you really got to be careful about adding cornerstones as, like, from a game development standpoint, in my opinion. I don't think they've reached, like, a breaking point where it's like, oh, all these things are useless, but, you know. There is incentive for me to not turn in certain deeds for cornerstones I'll never take. Also, I'm really torn between the cobbler and the smithy here. Smithy opens up tools, which could win me the game, and I already have copper smelting, so that's very easily winning the game. Cobbler also opens up better packs of building materials, which I'll want to make, and dye, which can make coats, and boots, which the lizards will want. All of which this is all very useful. And the smithy is also very useful. So, like, these are both great, which is a nice problem to have, that's for sure. I think it's smithy, though. Surely I should take what could turn into a win condition over anything else, right? Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can't get a +1 to copper production. Neighborhood level 2. And have 10 amber. The neighborhood's very easily done. We've already got everyone housed, so that's just a matter of plopping down some decorations in the center here. The trading house, like, Farleth's about to arrive, so, like, I can probably trade something for 10 amber. How hard could that possibly be? I guess we take this then. Alright. And we'll upgrade the hearth. Some benches around it. I do love my little sitting park. Not only is it pretty, it's also easy. Open 2 glades, one after the other, and deliver packs of building materials. Both of these are very, very fun. I do love +3 to beaver resolve. Just +2 resolve is great. The parts are great. Tools would also certainly not be bad. It accelerates us if nothing else. I don't need extra beavers. It's a tough choice, to be honest. I think I'm gonna take Glades in Time just because, like, the incense can solve Glade events. So, like, that could actually come in kind of clutch. As much as I love Global Resolve, I don't think I'm gonna get much out of the beavers regardless. And I've got a bunch of extra parts coming in. I should be okay in that respect. Hopefully. He said, prophetically. Let's get you guys down here. We'll break into this one. And then break into the dangerous one and see how we be doing. Stone pickaxes is really strong, but, like, you know. First things first, I gotta get 10 amber somehow. All of my wood? That sounds dumb. What about all my planks? That also sounds kind of dumb. How many? We've got all our beaver housing up. Like, we only really need 8 planks at the moment. So what if I just sold all of them but 8? And then made up the rest in wood. Half the wood, half our planks. I mean, we have beavers in a lumber mill. Planks are the thing that we're doing really well. It makes a lot of sense to me. Right. Anyway. Gotta keep an eye on these reed fields. Once they vanish, we'll be inundated with some fertile ground. Hopefully it'll form enough of a 4 square where I can put down a greenhouse on it. If not, we'll just put down a small farm and call it good enough. Hey! Nice! A 4 square, just what we wanted to see. And get a greenhouse down there, and that will be exceptionally good. I mean, that's biscuits and pies done forever, actually. Because you can just make biscuits and pies out of mushrooms and herbs. More drizzle water, reed field, dewberry bushes, all good stuff to be sure. I can get these guys over here harvesting more. I do have to keep an eye on that, just like the berries here. I very much doubt we're going to finish that dewberry bush before drizzle, given our massive overwhelmed gathering debuff, but you never know. Speaking of that, I should probably get people in the trappers camp just to, like, work on that a bit more. But who could I mean, like, pulling people off of gathering to gather doesn't seem like it'll accelerate anything, so I question the wisdom of that tactic. Me? Maybe do something smarter. I also need to make sure the flower beds and benches are at a higher priority than anything else. In fact, I should probably pull someone off of the harvester's camp. In fact, I just pull both of them off of it. They're not getting anything done they're not gonna get anything done this year anyway. And they're both at the hearth right now. May as well have them start building while they're in a convenient locale. You're gonna leave before we open up the glade, huh? Well, that sucks. See you later. Alright, what do we get? A petrified tree. That is fairly easy to handle. And, boy, oh boy, was I ever just, like, instantaneously justified as to, like, hey, that incense could get me one of these events done. And it's just like, yep, you're right, Chris. Good job. We also found a smelter, which is kind of crazy good. The best copper bar smelting you can get in the game, plus training gear for the lizards that will keep them alive. Just need leisure and brawling, and we should be good on services. Maybe that can even, like, happen. You never know. And this will become... Should it become a small farm? Like... Wait a minute, I just want greenhouses, don't I? Because you can make biscuits and pie out of mushrooms and herbs. So, like, there's kind of no point to making anything else. I mean, there is a point, to be sure. Like, the farm, grain will be turned into ale. That's the reason. Turns out I only had the one reason, but it was a good reason. These guys are going to the tree, that'll be good. Looks like all this is getting built, and the extra manpower will help out with that a ton. Love to see it. Okay, outpost is done. It is time, so I am gonna have to turn that in. Though not for a bit. I don't need the parts, essence and tools quite yet. So I'm gonna just sit on them for now. Yeah, I'm sure we get a lot of mushrooms out of that. I need to put down the bakery for sure. Do I want to put it here where it's convenient to the stamping mill where all the flour's being made? Probably. We got plenty of wildfire essence coming in, so upgrading the geyser pump sounds like an easy no-brainer. Okay, there we go. Greenhouse is done. Let's get people in there immediately. Then we'll put down a bunch of stuff here. Probably the smithy, and then I'll put the bakery behind it, just because that looks good. And that's the reason. Smelter's all done. We'll use wood for that. I guess we'll be using copper for training gear, which is not something I often think will happen. Drizzle's about to end. I do have to be careful about what gets done here. So I have to unprioritize this dewberry bush for sure. Make sure that gets done next drizzle. I mean, the fertile ground here is gonna be a touch questionable, but I think it's worth getting anyway. Just to have the option of having it. Yeah, that's how that phrase goes and is said by normal people. Want to have the option of having the option. Chris, you're so normal. Smithy is done. I probably want to get a road out to the smelter before we do much with it. Just because it'll take them forever and a day to get from here to there. This is not being picked, right? Yeah. 3 left. Good. Good, good. Still don't need to turn in outpost yet. Would rather wait for some impatience to tick down before I finish that. Alright, gonna need flour. Which means I'll need a beaver. I think I can definitely pull back on plank production there. That is guaranteed to be fine. And for now, you can use herbs and berries and whatever we've got. We might want to save our meat for, like, jerky and skewers. But I think everything else is fine. You can pickle mushrooms, so I don't really need to save those. I think we're just, like, good. I make plenty of those, make plenty of those. That's all fine. I might consider trade goods if we find ourselves with an excess amount of flour. I doubt we will unless we find a clearance geyser to juice that up, but maybe we will. Keep an open mind on that. Let me put it down. Actually, here's fine. Actually, I kind of like that more. Let's put it down there. We'll need the blight post to exist soon. I guess you can go help build for now if you, since flour literally doesn't exist. It is fair, we do need it to exist for us to work on it. Oh, this is very questionably worth farming or not. I think it's fine. I think, like, we only really need 1 or 2 greenhouses, and we're generally good on food for the rest of the game. They're that strong. So, like, you know, I don't feel I probably don't need to maximize all of these nodes if I had to take a guess. Okay, outpost is going away in like 5 seconds, so I think now's as good a time as I need to click this button. Let's see what we get. Temple. Wow. Just, yeah. Immediately. Yeah, immediately. It's kinda really, really good. That takes care of the charged drain problem, as long as I have enough wood. Might want to get a 3rd woodcutter up in that case. But it is looking pretty sweet. Temple here? It fits. It's a little, like, wonky with the placement, but kinda don't mind it too much. Go rebuild this now that it's in the way. I have an actual reason to build it. We don't have any, like, find a ruin orders, which usually come in the first year, so I'm not, like, super worried about a 3rd year one, but, you know, it can happen, and I'll be annoyed if it does, but other than that, it's fine. I do need to do trade route multipliers, and now that I have provisions, this is, like, okay. I can make tools, and I have 37 of them from orders, which is, like, insane. Are we gonna pop that cash, like, as soon as this tree's done? Which is now? Yeah, that's pretty good. That feels pretty sweet. Man, this game's going well. Shouldn't say that lest the game hear me and be like, oh, think it's going well, do you? Have I got a surprise for you coming up? Start burning wood. Don't want to get to 3, so I don't have to pay building material packs. Oh, hello, newcomers. Going to make me sacrifice another stack of wood, are you? That's fine, I don't care. Bring those guys in for sure. We need more humans for more farming and stuff. But yeah, let's sack wood. We'll try to keep woodcutters going throughout the storm, so that we get progress on the temple. Get somebody on the blight post as well. We will need that well stocked for next year. Rather not just let that go and be like, herp-a-derp. Everything's going great. Oh darn, I died, because that's what'll happen if I leave that go. How's our flour production? Slow. I should put a second person on this. Between the bricks... Oh, we're out of brick material. Maybe we're okay then. Maybe we're actually just gonna be fine. Kinda need an even amount of biscuits and pies right now, huh? It's like 60 and 60, and that'll be fine. Definitely will need to pipe this up to meet our needs, because just 2 people in a single bakery is not gonna cut it. Not for long, at least. It also takes care of our lizards being unhappy, which is just gravy. Speaking of lizards, should get them on the trapper's camp. Greenhouse is nice and full. Probably don't have to worry about that too much. Swap you guys out then. Once you pick those berries, we'll get humans on that. You two can transition to egg. You go help there. That'll be good. And soon we shall have a plethora of pie, which will be perfect. Procuring plethora of pies. Picks my perfection pulse. Alright, that one didn't work. They're not all bangers. It's a funny way of saying none, Chris. Oh, who's the funny guy now, huh? You? Or is it you, funny man? Alright. Those bushes are nice and prepped for being taken care of during drizzle, which will be excellent. Open the cache. What do we want? I need brawling at some point. Green Mill isn't, like, terrible. It's kind of lackluster. Supplier is also pretty lackluster. Kind of tempted by Market, just to open up leisure. Plus, the extra carrying capacity can be a huge game changer. So, I think that's perfectly fine to pick up. Speaking of things that are perfectly fine to pick up, let's get down the temple out here. We've already made good progress on Sacrament of the Flame. Minus 25 hostility is pretty sweet. Love it if we could get the human house area cleared out too. I want to open both of these glades. Probably the one nearer to the warehouse is the one I actually want to open. Let's get these gentlemen over here then. In fact, we could just open it now. We have the hostility to spare, and having a preview of what's to come is certainly never bad. Fuming machinery. Well, we got plenty of tools for that. Less so having containers for it. No way of getting clay except for copper veins, but that will be way too slow. I guess I'm gonna hope that the trader has some containers on him. I don't like my only plan being hope for the best, but it is. Leatherworker is also very good to see. Water skins are a very easy way to get containers. In fact, could I like get that rolling? I don't have much of any leather to speak of, so that's a little rough for that plan. We'll wait for the trader to pop up before I make a decision. Okay. It's drizzle. I do love bed and breakfast, especially with the trader not technically being here. I don't think greenhouse workers count as farmers, so Biscuit Diet doesn't do a lot. I really should, like, look that up at some point. Maybe, like, now. Against the storm. Biscuit Diet. How's that work? Planting phase. That's not telling me much. Do greenhouse workers count? Okay, there we go. Do greenhouse workers count as farmers? Show me, Reddit. I doubt they actually know, but you know, maybe they will, and I'll be pleasantly surprised. Consensus is probably not. No one knows for sure. So I'm just gonna run under the assumption because, like, they say, like, fertile ground buildings versus farmers, there are definite differences there. Gosh. Training gear delivery line would be kind of cracked. Can I get that many chests open in time? I highly doubt it, especially since I just popped that one. I would need to pop this dangerous glade, and I'm already spending 15 on this. Granted, I could spend parts on it. When are our newcomers arriving? 6 minutes. I will need to rejigger a lot of what we're doing right now to get that rolling. I'll need, like, probably 2 people in the smelter and then 2 people in the smithy. Is that, like, viable? It could be. It's not completely unviable. Chance I could buy tools from the trader as well. Maybe it might be worth an attempt. Because, like, the training gear delivery lines means I won't have to make, like, basically any training gear at all whatsoever. Advanced District is the nice, safe play, and Income Tax would also be really nice with all the wildfire sensitive parts. But this would, like, solve a lot of issues. Although, like, my training gear issue is already solved. But just having that would be really, really, really handy. I guess I'm committing then. Let's open up this glade too, and y'all, I need you to go up here and find us some more chests. I might be persuaded to open up 3 dangerous glades this year if I don't find enough caches. Definitely would prefer opening up small ones to find the archaeological dig. There's probably one around here, but definitely more caches in larger glades. Zorg! Zorg, you don't sell containers. Do you have any idea how much of a failure you are to me for that reason? You're an utter failure. Clay Pit actually has something to it. Like, infinity clay means infinity pottery. And that means infinity pickled goods and containers for booze and stuff. That's surprisingly strong. Farmers carrying more is definitely nice. Never ignore that. Huh. Did I swap the priorities of these yet? No. It's because Drizzle hasn't actually technically... Well, the Forest Mystery isn't active. It has to wait for 5 seconds. Making sure my container needs are done does seem awfully strong. Alright. Buy the tools, because we kind of need them. Yeesh! That's a lot of cash. We haven't delivered everything from this cache though, so we'll wait for that to be delivered before spending, I guess. I can easily do that to get done with raising the stakes. That'll get me some parts. Maybe that'll do something. Maybe. I think I do want to use parts for this. This is going as fast as it can, right? Yeah. I can get clay through the reed field for the moment. That could make a difference. What do I pull? I guess the trappers. As much as I would love it if they cleared out one of the eggs this drizzle, I think that's we don't really have that luxury right now. Things are a bit in panic mode. Just a little bit. It's not too much in panic mode, but it is a mode where I am worried. Okay. So our reclamation is done. This is now the lowest priority, and these are the highest. Get those cleared out. We'll want a clay pit slash something or other there. Speaking of clay, Zorg, do you sell clay? No. But... I really want the fuming machinery done here. Where am I going to get the clay? Is it literally just from the reed field? I guess. Let's turn off clay used here. We'll reclaim any we have. We have none. Okay. I might just call a trader after Zorg leaves then. See if I can buy some containers straight up. Rather than panic and get as many as I can here. Another chest is good to see. Drizzle Water Geyser is definitely something that exists and I'm fine with. I could give up reeds for this. Effective Parasite doesn't do a whole lot. But I can just, like, have it done. You're doing nothing, so you go and take care of the withered tree, just, like, instantly. There's basically no timer on this, so I don't care. Glad that's open. Let's get you guys down here. We'll open up the small glades as well, then. Good enough. I need people on the smelter. Where do I have everybody? Put them on the camp to get pottery right. Do I hold complex food production? That feels somewhat counterintuitive, but I do need the metal and the tools. Even if I'm gonna buy Zorg out of them, that still won't leave me enough to clear as many caches as I need to. So just throw the monolith over here. I mean, we gotta put it next to the temple, for goodness sakes. Not that we're, you know, worshipping our god queen or anything. No, she's a benevolent ruler that isn't demanding of worship. Who would say that? No one would say that. Because we'd get executed? No, we wouldn't get executed for saying that. She wouldn't do that. She's very nice. Very nice, the queen. No one would dare suggest otherwise. Yeah, I could get you guys in here smelting. It's probably a good idea. Speed that up a touch. This pause brought to you by Zorg leaving. Let's get as many tools as we can. And in that case, we've got plenty to open up a cache. So let's send it over here. Actually, let's open up the smaller one so we save a few tools. Maybe we can find some small ones. Actually, that one has some containers in it. It would also be enough to clear this, which that is sure tempting, but I think I'm gonna stick with plan, just call another trader. I don't think Renwald sells containers, which worries me. Do I have any sea marrow yet? No, I haven't put down a stone cutting camp. Wait, I have. It's just not been built yet. Okay. Oh boy. I might swap this over and just break it open, depending on what Renwald has. It's gonna dictate a lot of what I do here. Archaeological discovery, that's cute, I guess. Y'all can start breaking towards another glade, like this one. We might need to break into that dangerous glade in case we don't find any more caches. Renwald, what do you got for me? No containers. Well, that does change a lot of things then, doesn't it? Okay, we need this. Sell sea marrow and tools. Okay. When's our newcomers arriving? 5 minutes. Oh boy. Everything's on a massive timer. How are we doing in here? We have no clay because you haven't collected any. Okay. I think we should transition to a plan. We are definitely breaking this open. I'll see if I can't buy 20 sea marrow. I don't like buying 20 sea marrow, but time is of kind of the essence right now. Can't just sit around picking my nose, wishing that was the case. Alright, use the sea marrow, break this open. In fact, I might want to put 2 people on this, because we need that pottery yesterday. Then we will need to put that in the fuming machinery, along with the parts. You get on that. And now I need to focus on tool production as well. You get in the smelter, you start making tools in the smithy. No limit to the amount we want. Are some of this smelted? We have 2 bars smelted. Okay, well, maybe you're actually better off opening this cache then. Alright, I still need 2 more caches from somewhere. So let's focus getting to this glade. Let's not open it quite yet. See if we can't find some small ones in here. And hopefully we'll get something before Renwald leaves. Speaking of hope, you've taken out the berries here. I very much doubt we're going to get any of that cleared this year. So why don't you get off of that? Go help with the cache. That'll be okay. There's a chance I could put like extra fertile ground buildings here, which would be pretty sweet. I definitely want to put down a clay pit so we have infinite pottery at some point. Might need the greenhouse first though. Sure does feel like the smart plan. But we don't need it now. Right now, we're not at a food deficit. Barely, but, you know. The only food that matters is the last one, in a way. the Purging Fire is dedicated to that. Good. No cash in there. That's not ideal. I guess I'll check this one. Guess I should be checking that rather quickly. How bad could this dangerous glade possibly be, eh? I said I'd open 3 and, you know. Don't want to make a liar out of me, right? Of course. It'll be fine. I'm not worried. Why would I be worried? I wouldn't, 'cause I'm not. I'm not worried. I'm just so not worried. Let's turn off Stone Gathering for the moment. If I find some caches, I would love to have Fertile Ground be a good option for that. We have not enough fuel to take care of the blight, but I could pull somebody off of that right now if I really wanted to. Pull someone off the greenhouse. I could pull this guy off the lumber mill. We're not using planks right now. That sounds fine. Alright. Go get us some sea marrow. In fact, let me move this closer to the sea marrow so it's not like a billion yards away every time you want to get there. Do have to be careful about this possibly exploding too. Something we should keep an eye on. You are idle because we don't have any pottery yet. It's opening, it's opening. It's fine, I'm sure. Oh boy, we have nothing to trade you for those tools, huh? Only got 11 in stock too, that sucks. Oof. Feels really dumb to trade tools for tools. I really don't want to trade parts or wildfire assets. I'm already using a ton of parts that I might need. Although, how many do I need? I'll need a forager's camp. I'll probably need another warehouse and a woodcutter's camp at some point, but like, this is enough for a woodcutter's camp. Should open this order and see what we're getting. I will be using clearance water. I could also do trading goods fairly easily too. It's just have extra flour at the end. Great question I'm looking at here. These are both very viable. This one kind of does itself. This is giving up a lot of money for no money, so, like, well, not literally no money, but comparatively very little. Okay. Probably should put you there too. Do we need a builder right now? Not really. I mean, things need to be built, but they don't, like, need to be built. Oh boy. Don't like doing that. But at the end of the day, you can buy parts. So it's not like crazy bad. It's not crazy bad. I definitely need to lean on small caches though. Maybe I shouldn't be opening this up. I'm not gonna have the tools to make it. Well, I mean, like... Yeah... Can't just break them open with rocks. That is why I put people on the stone cutting camp. It's to get sea marrow so I could break stuff open with it. Yeah, okay. I guess that'll be fine. Is anyone on a gathering camp right now? I don't think so, which is kind of what I need to have happen. Ironically. Or maybe just weirdly. Just weird. Alright, what did we get here? We did find a bunch of all the caches we need, which is a good sign. Have large abandoned caches. Those are going to be a little tough to afford the tools for. See if there's one in here and fine opening that up. Definitely want to tear this down with... what will we tear that down with? Do we have any oil incoming? Sort of. Yeah, sure. That sounds fine. That's a lot of hostility for wildfire essence stuff. Ah, that means I'll need to assign 2 people to that, won't I? Oh dear. Can't believe we're stretched really thin after opening up 3 dangerous glades at once. How did that ever happen? It's a mystery. You guys are delivering the pottery we need. We'll need 6 blight purging fire to take care of the blight this year. Glade event done. That's good to hear. Certainly wouldn't mind the weaver, just for better fabric production. Yeah. Grill's okay with the lizards. Alchemist Hut would only hit wine, which is like sort of okay, I guess. It's just a weaver here. It's probably not technically the best choice, but it's the choice I want. Okay. So we don't make anything in the crude workstation anymore, except, nope, not even pipes. It's just completely superfluous now. And this takes planks to make. I'll need to get those done in the lumber mill at some point that exists in the future. But that point is not now, because we have way more critical and important stuff to do. We don't need the money from that. It won't get blown up by the fuming machinery either. You're working on that. I might need to put a second person on this depending on how fast that goes. I guess that means I need you over here, taking whatever sea marrow we've got to pop this open. Yeah. Although, how's the other one looking? I mean, they're both kind of just fine. I don't think I care. Alright. We deliver as much sea marrow as we get. Oh no. No, don't do that. No, don't tempt me to open up a glade. This could be like a forbidden one. Like, I can't handle anything else. We're done here, is the thing. Like, we can't manage anything else. Like, we're stretched, like, hyper thin is the thing. How many copper bars do we have? 10? That's enough to start working on the tools. fact, I might want to have somebody, this guy, off the large cache. Again, we don't need the money from that. I would like it, but it's not critical. Oh, that's gotta be forbidden. There's no way that's not a forbidden glade. It's super far away, it's tucked in the corner of the map. I'll chop to it so I have the option, but that just feels very dumb to do. Like, omega hyper super extra giga dumb. Just like that phrase was. How are we doing here? We're still delivering the pottery. You will probably get it fixed before it explodes. We can get you someone else working on that later if we have to. Which means I don't need this collected from nearly as critically. You guys are not picking up the copper, are you? Okay. Get in there, force the delivery, then start making tools. I would love it if we could get the 24 we need for this. It is, questionable. Farleth would give me tools. So that's tempting. You have delivered the copper bars now. Excellent. Get in the smithy. You're still collecting as much sea marrow as we can get, and you are putting it all into the cache, which is what we need. This definitely will have to be tools. I could get somebody delivering the tools to that right now. Oh, this fuming machinery is going. It'll be done in plenty of time. That's a relief. Okay, cool. I guess I don't need pottery to be top of the priority list anymore, huh? Sure don't. Do need somebody in the stamping mill making flour, though, because we don't have anyone doing that. Maybe you, then? Just leave the clay there for a bit. Then again, you probably are actually better off starting to take tools over here, even though we don't have all of them made. Because we will eventually. How long does that take? 55 seconds per tool? That's not that bad, actually. Okay, that will not blow up on us. This will be done semi-soon. It's not gonna get done before the storm, which is mildly bad, but not the end of the world, I guess. Certainly would love more humans for more greenhouses and farming. So pull them in. Sounds fine to me. Put another lizard house or two down. Where's all my woodcutters? Need you to take care of this area. Need some human housing over here. Running out of copper ore, which is good in a odd way. Let's put people back on the greenhouse. Such a bad idea. It's just like extraordinarily a bad idea. Ooh, Chest Chaser is going to be pretty, gonna come in kind of close. Oh, what are you doing, Chris? This is a very poor plan. If that's forbidden, you're in big chonkin' load of trouble. Okay, Weaver exists. I do need fabric to build lizard houses, but we don't like need them. We need to get this done though. Like, holy crap, we need to get that done. Oh no. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh indeed. Boy. Why are you making pipes? Like, what? I have no limit on tools. Oh, we're out of copper. Oh, and wood. Oh, you can use wood. That's fine. I'd rather use planks because it's more efficient, but I did have nobody in the lumber mill for an excessively long amount of time, so I guess that makes perfect sense why we would be out. You're bringing over 6. That'll get us up to 18. 18 plus 5 is 22. No, 23. We're going to be 1 tool short, so we just need to deliver these goods, and we're good. Okay. That's great, actually. Get you working on that. Cobbler? Way better boots, packing materials, and dye? Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a good thing to have. Would love the option for all of those. Sounds lovely. Okay. Eek. That sure was a Forbidden Glade sound. Destroyed Cage of the War Beast. But on the plus side, we got the Royal Treasure Stag. Gonna give us a +1 to Global Resolve and half a point of Reputation, which is kind of sweet. Ooh, boy. I can't get... Well, I can get them from the clay pit, actually. Hold on. Never thought I'd use the clay pit primarily to produce resin, but I think that's where we're at. Also need a ton of money. Oof. I can also do Cultivate the Decay if it becomes a massive emergency. But we might be able to get away with not doing that quite yet. How are we doing here? Minute and 5. That, oof, gosh. Maybe I should fully pipe up the Drizzle Geyser right now just to lower our hostility a bit. Darn, having a ton of wildfire essence. Alright. We're delivering the last of the tools we need for this one. Yeah, good. While the tools would be very helpful, I don't need them right now. So you can stop that. I guess having a builder is probably a good idea. You guys are bringing as many tools as you can over. If I take you off of that, you'll bring the last of the tools we need in one trip, and that'll save us some time. So we'll just do that. Little low on good housing, but we'll deal with it. Okay. We're like... I'm not gonna suggest we're good, but we're looking not dead. I need the money from this, so I may as well leave him on there. That should get us enough for the Cage of the War Beast, and then I'll just need the clay pit to exist for the resin we need, and for that I'll need fabric and planks, so I need somebody making fabric. I guess it's you. Congratulations, or something. I don't need this many people in the smelter given the fact that we are out of copper ore, so you can be our builder. Is that it? Do I let it run now? I guess. I'm definitely going to need to burn Sea Marrow to speed these up. In fact, I should be burning Sea Marrow right now to speed these up. I'd like to catch this in it, but like, it's a bit of a luxury. That needs to like get cleared kind of immediately. And by kind of, I mean, oh god, please finish as soon as you can. Because we're at 10 hostility. Like, this thing is causing 450 hostility, which is, spoiler alert, a lot. Oh, this woodcutter camp is being hideously inefficient because it's so far away. Oh, we don't have a lot of wood to burn. Boy. Well, gentlemen, this is going to suck. How much longer on this? 20 seconds? We've got 10 seconds of plus 450 hostility. That's a lot. That's sure a lot. I think I can do precisely nothing about it, though. Sure does feel that way. I really don't want to lose people, but like, sure would be nice if I had a way to prevent that, huh? Can pull woodcutters, that gets us a little bit lower hostility, but like, does that matter that much? Not really. Kinda doesn't matter much at all. I still need you dragging that stuff over. This still needs to get fixed in time. That's practically done though, so I'm happy to know that you'll be free to do stuff. Yeah, we just have to suck it up for a few seconds, huh? Ick. Ick. Kinda like that here. Just because like it looks like it's gonna be powering the lumber mill and I like that. Ten, 12 seconds. We can live for 12 seconds, right? No one will die in the next 12 seconds. This only goes off every 15, so like technically we're fine if you squint. Okay. Got down to 5. Pull a ton of woodcutters, that'll work, kind of, in many ways. Minor issue. The beavers hate life and want to leave. Could be better. Uh, plans. Halt anything that uses wood. Salvage said wood. Okay. Get you guys in the stamping mill. We can pipe that up. We need pipes, which is a minor problem. Guess you can make the pipes then. Keep you in here where you're a bit happier. Can juice up the bakery to get the lizards in there happier. A bunch of lizards on the blight post too, that would help a little bit. I'm also gonna have to burn wood though, which is of questionable sustainability, that's for sure. You go over here. This guy needs some help. We need to get that timer down as fast as we can. Well, maybe not as fast as we can. We do have 2 minutes. We're actually going to get Chest Chaser, which surprises me a little bit. So, like, the big problem we have right now is we need fabric and planks. We have enough planks to build this though, so we're just waiting on the fabric, so just deliver that when you're done. We've got people in the clay pit. We've got people collecting as much resin as we can, and then we will use the resin on this. And that'll have to be okay. In fact, we'll get somebody, yeah. We'll get somebody on that. They'll start delivering the money from the warehouse, and that'll be good. They'll also deliver the resin as we get it. That'll be good. No money. No metal. Okay, fair. Very fair. Help build then. We got plenty we need to build. What's your problem here? No flour. Well, yeah, okay, that's fair. I did set these gentlemen to make bricks, and we do need the bricks. I want to pipe this up really badly, which is why I want these pipes. This building needs to get sped up. It needs to get sped up in a big old way. Can I produce the bakery? Not really. Well, I sort of can, but it would be unwise. Right. You three, collect resin. We don't need these guys collecting nothing but sea marrow now. Actually, okay. Uh-oh, we're out of wood. That's bad. That's what we call a bad thing. Oh boy. Did you deliver the pipes? No, you're having a lunch break. Fair, but makes me upset. That'll get done soon. I'm actually bringing over a ton of pipes from here, so maybe I didn't need to make these. But, oh well. Things I would love. We should get this stormwater too. We could definitely use that in the production buildings. All it takes is planks and pipes, and we're gonna have a ton of extra pipes. And if we deliver these planks, we'll have enough planks to build it. So let's do that. Yes, chest chaser done. Amazing. Oh wow, that felt like something that actually wouldn't ever get done. This makes ale and pickled goods. This makes ale and porridge. I think I want the ale and pickled goods more than anything else. That would help the beavers be happier, and that by itself sounds like a wise plan. So we'll get that rolling. We'll just do that, and it'll be fine. Here? cobbler to exist soon. How many building material packs do we owe them? 3. It's not the end of the world. Definitely could be better, but it's not the end of the world. Relinquish the wood, please. Thank you. This needs to be piped up now. Happy juice, primarily. That gets us in a better spot, but not a good enough spot. Could pipe up the weaver, I guess. Throw some lizards in there, make them happier there. Could pipe up the smithy. Could pipe up the clay pit too. But I don't have any stormwater for that. Which presents a problem when I need that water to make people happy. Definitely a bit of a problem, that. You're delivering planks. We need that. We need all that delivered. Good. It's all delivered. We can build some of the things. This might end up being way more important than I prefer it to be, but that's kind of is what it is. Lizards are leaving. I don't blame them. I did turn off purging fire here. Good. Nowhere is using wood, right? The bakery might have some wood on it because of the pottery. Yeah. Let's take out that real quick. Just have them focus on complex food so everybody's happy. Is there wood anywhere else? I don't think so. Good and bad at the same time. How's this going? Yeah, you're just delivering money right now, that's fine. You're delivering resin as it's produced, which is also fine. There goes our wood again. We still have assists floating around, but whatever. Coal, boy. Oh boy, nope, we got some wood. It's not a lot. Oh no, they're still upset. We don't have enough biscuits, or at the very least we don't have enough people who are eating the biscuits. Which sucks. Uh-oh. That seems bad. It's because we ran out of water for it. Yeah, the extractor isn't exactly a geyser, is the thing. But like, we need resin. I can't just not produce resin. You have 16 of it, but you haven't delivered any of it. How much do we have in here? 4, 8. I mean, we need more. But like, not that much more. We save a little bit of resin on this then. Oh, don't leave though. Come on now. What? Did someone leave? Why was that cleared? I'm confused. Lizards, no! I can throw some lizards in the blight post just to make them happier, which I'm gonna do. Nope, out of wood again. Whoops. Oopsie doodles. Kinda know what to speak of anywhere, huh? I guess there's that. This sure is tense. Ooh, that's done. Good. Yep. Let's pipe that up. Pipe up the clay pit, make people in there happier. That might be enough to save us. Probably gonna pipe up the lumber mill, actually. We'll need a lot of planks soon. Like a lot. I can just throw anyone in there. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, out of wood again. Bad. A beaver left. Wait, what? You were that close? Well, crap. I thought I was gonna make it without losing anyone. Oh well. Let's face it. I played with fire that year. Let's not mince words here. What I was doing was reckless and stupid. So me getting punished for that makes a lot of sense. All right. Okay. Back to normal operations, I guess. Beavers, please go back to a woodcutting. We'll get some lizards on the clay pit to get what resin we still need for this. This is getting distressingly close to going off too, which hopefully isn't a huge problem. How much would back to nature suck? It would suck kind of bad. Though we have a lot of flour stored up. Might actually be worth doing. It's probably worth doing at the end of the day. What y'all doing here? Just delivering stuff. We do need that stuff delivered. I can't deny that. We need to keep people in the greenhouse. Am I really gonna zero out my food just to make the greenhouses double as good and the clay pit doubly good? Yeah, actually. It's actually kind of an easy decision when I put it that way. We can do either of these. Settlement map's nice. I could definitely use the copper bars and the parts though. So we'll just take that. Gonna need that pretty soon. 2 bricks for 10 pottery is kind of neat. Don't mind Ways of the Forest either, but I just sort of need the temple to exist. And it will eventually exist. Okay. I think I'm okay for now. I do need somebody on the lumber mill, though. But I also need, like, wood. That's a critical part of it. Because we have none. Although, woodcutting camp has some, and this might be close enough that he drags it from a camp. It is! Look at that. Nice. We can lower our water usage, although not here. This will actually get us some reputation, which is lovely. Don't mind that one bit. Oh boy, this might not actually get done in time. Parlif is leaving. Do I need anything from him? Parts wouldn't be an insane buy. I do need a forager's camp, although I'm getting 5 more, which is enough for a mine and a warehouse, which is probably all I'll ever need to make, although the fishing hut would be nice. Yeah, it's pretty rare for parts to show up. I think that's worth the cost. Bricks or pottery I don't think is what I want. Actually, maybe it is what I want. I'm gonna be making pottery for pickled goods. Maybe it's just like, hey, what if you just doubled up that? Maybe that's like a good idea. Maybe that's something I want to do. Stranger things have happened. I need somebody else in this. Really badly. In fact, I should buy the Scouts pack. Is all of the resin allocated here? No. How much do I need? 24. Okay, so I can sell a little bit of it, I guess. And a thing. This? Sure. And 1 reed for the Scouts pack. That should save them trips to the warehouse, which will be upsettingly important. Okay, good enough. I can't really... I mean, I can take people off the clay pit now, can't I? Yeah. Maybe I'll even have them producing reeds at some point. I mean, it's not a bad idea either way. Now that the production's doubled, we're gonna have a pretty easy time with all that. Okay, we've got plenty of cloth now, right? Yeah, plenty. Good. Go help build. Plenty of clearance water in this. No, we're not. Should turn on the juice in the stamping mill. I want to do that anyway. Alright. Lumber mill is chugging along nicely. I'm going to need a lot of planks for the building material packs, and I need the cobbler to exist fairly quickly. There it goes. Now it's existing. You'll love to see it. mean, we only need 3. So I guess putting 2 people on it doesn't speed it up at all. No suitable trees for woodcutting camp. You're not wrong. Go over there then. One might even call that right if I would admit to that. But no one would admit to such a thing. You can use fabric too. We do have infinity fabric. And then you could start making boots. You want to keep around at least 30 so all the lizards can have them. That'd be lovely. Buds and berries would be lovely to have too. I would also love to be gathering stuff, but we're busy. Okay, you're working on this now. It's gonna go off. But, like, that's fine. It just means a bunch of hostility and fewer caravan people. Like, once that clears, the effects are kind of negligible. Because, like, yeah, there's a good chance we'll get this done before we will get this done before newcomers show up. And we'll get it done before the hostility becomes a problem. So I don't need to speed that up at all. Turns out we're fine. Darn leatherworker being in the way of my perfectly lined up things. It's upsetting. No, it's not upsetting, though. This is my kitty. Hi, kitty. Is it lap time? Or is it bug me for food time? Those have a strong correlation. Hi. Mm. Some good kitty. You are. Oh, yeah. Wish I had a second webcam so I could show her off. Though I doubt my compy could handle it. Oh, you're so cute. Yeah. You love back scratches, don't you? Now you're gonna smack your tail into my mic a couple of times? Is that just what you do? Thing you like doing? Yeah, we were too late on the building materials. Gosh darn it. Oh, I'm going to assume this was a ×2 and he didn't just build another one and I completely neglected it. At least I'm going to hope that's the case. Sandy, could you, like, not smack your tail into my face constantly? I find that somewhat annoying. If you didn't know.
Yeah.
Definitely feeling like a pay attention to me and give me food kind of vibe from my kitty. But you know, part of cat ownership is it's knowing that you kind of just exist to serve her. And you're just gonna have to be okay with it. I guess I do want pottery made here, huh? Will this keep up with needs? Lizards take a break every 2 minutes, and we have 10 of them, less than 10 of them, so yeah, that'll actually keep up with needs fine. Okay, that's good. Pickled goods. We can pickle mushrooms, we'll use pottery. I would love to use water skins instead, but like, unless I get a ranch, that is unsustainable. So we're gonna stick with clay for now. Just to make sure we have plenty of clay. Just like, don't ever go below 50 clay. Just like, maybe I could just set this to like, no, well, no, clay is the top priority. Make sure we have at least 50 of it kicking around, and then we can get infinite of the other stuff. That's fine. I might need another bakery. In fact, I almost certainly will. Because I doubt they're going to keep up with food production and pottery production. It seems unlikely. 60 there. Oh, we do need a small farm for ale, don't we? Yeah. Let's get that rolling. Buildings are complete now. Excellent. Everybody's, except for the humans, are very well housed. We'll get around to housing the humans well. I'm not gonna be wholly neglectful of them. Just we have, you know, more emergencies than that. Man, that got built fast. Good job, guys. Impressive. Impressive work. Oh wow, that got built too? Holy cow. Alright, you're gonna be our pottery barn, for the most part. And if you complete all of the pottery, you can help make food. That sounds great to me. Let's get a lizard in there. Lizard who is not, like, currently in the middle of a task. You. Cool. We'll want a human in the distillery once we get some pottery going. Probably want to pipe those buildings up as well. Gonna run out of drizzle water at that rate, so probably also want to pipe this up fully. If I had to guess. Am I missing any caches? We do have a large cache, so I should consider tool production again. That'd be smart. Then I could, like, win, which generally is a good thing. Get you in the clay pit, I suppose. Throw you in the smelter. We'll throw you in the smithy. Enough pipes. You can deliver those copper bars. We've got a small stockpile of those now, so that's fine. Why are we at 9 hostility? Where's the extra 240 hostility coming from? Oh, the Unleashed Beast, right. That's fine. That'll clear before storm hits and we'll be fine. It'll also clear before any newcomers show up, so it'll be like double fine. I don't have to care at all. See? Already cleared. It's not already cleared, that was an impatient stick. Okay, well, you know, you can ignore me then. Everyone's housed. We have a spare beaver house for reasons. We don't have any farming actually going. But we will. I don't think I'll be upgrading human houses, to be honest. With just the one farm, I think we just put down 2 and then we're okay. It'll be more than okay. It'll be good. Really need to find a service building that has brawling at some point. I definitely wouldn't mind coats here. And the beavers are quite productive in the cooperage. Wouldn't mind jerky either, but we've got like 2 different foodstuffs for the lizards. It'll be fine. I think the cooperage is stronger. Just put that next to the weaver so it can get all of the stuff from there. And we can use resin for this, which I might just like do. That sounds like kind of smart and good, actually. You get in there. I'd love to rebuild that, but we're kind of low on planks. let's upgrade this to triple fire ignition so that we're not stressing over the light at any point. And now, how's our wood looking? Not like amazing, gotta be honest. It's okay. Throw people in the temple, get the hearth roaring with 2 stacks. I think that will be just fine. Probably. Beavers are a little persnickety. What can I do about that? Get more beavers in the stamping mill, I guess? Halt some wood cutting. I do want to make sure I can burn 2 stacks of wood the entire game, granted. Let's just pay this off now. Pottery, that's good. Definitely struggling to keep up with the biscuits and pie we need, but it's not the end of the world. In fact, I think we're okay on 4 hostility, which is surprising. In fact, once we get another tick of this, I can burn only 1 stack of wood, and then we should be shockingly sustainable. There we go. Right. A lot of places are using wood right now. I should probably halt them. Just to make sure we've got enough. Worst case scenario, I just pull the woodcutters and we're fine. Yeah, we're really good right now. It's kind of shocking. I haven't even touched the archaeological expeditions because I've been in, you know, a massive blind panic for most of the game. You know, that thing. That little thing that's been going on. Oh, we do have plenty of clay. Great. You have no purging fire. That's fine. You can pulled off that. In fact, why don't you start excavating this? And finally get down the archaeologist's office somewhere. It fits so well there. If it fits, I kind of have to. It's a rule. We've got enough pipes. We don't need that. We are definitely running low on drizzle geyser water, so let's improve that fully. Oh, did they upgrade the... I think they added more pipes. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Nothing to do, that's fair. Go help build stuff. Actually, maybe I should get you in the cooperage to make coats. That'd be wise. Do the smart thing. Oh, we need 20 packs of building materials, don't we? Yeah. I should work on that. You on the farm, please. Please and thank you. This would be nice, but we're not producing training gear. What we're doing is getting it from a trade route. Hidden rewards, pretty nice. It's retroactive, and I'm gonna gain 6 tablets, which is nuts. That sure does sound pretty nuts, and I should take it. 20 people have to have the need for brawling fulfilled. I have 9. No, I have 8 lizards. That sure feels like that's not going to happen. I only need 1 human/beaver for leisure fulfillment, so I guess we're going that route. Sure makes sense to me. Alright. Gonna need a lot of people in the distillery. Gonna need more people. Just, like, period. That's all taken care of. Good. Can turn back on our wood usage for everything now. Do you need somebody in the Weaver, though? Yeah, I'm really feeling the need for more people. Put people out of the temple for now. That'll be okay. Should I put them then? Probably on Bit Gatherers camps. Yeah. Makes sense to me. Trade some clay away. Some money. Got plenty of provision packs too. Hello, Bliss. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I don't have money. How do I not have money? I should have like infinity money by now. It's just we haven't collected any of it, have we? Yeah. It's all just kind of sitting around. Well, that's awkward. This person in the bakery is fine, I guess. You two get me some money. Alright. I also need to fully upgrade the hearth here, which is very close to being done already. So that's cool. It's a bit of comfort, I guess. Could pretend we're piping this up. I kind of like that. I wish there were like attachment points for pipes so that we could pretend that we're actually piping water into places. But I get that would be a big pain in the butt. Some rain barrels over here, that'd be fine. A little notice board, maybe? All citizens, please be advised that we have a notice board. Further notices to follow. This is leaving. Oh yeah, we got money now. Better pickled goods, extra resin production, shoe mold sounds good. We are doing all of those. Still got 6 woodcutters. We might clear that node off this year. It's not impossible. 20% faster Glade event work speed seems awfully nice. And we know where the closest archaeological expedition is, so that's good. +3 tool production is also kind of cracked, I'm not gonna lie. I might do that if I get some extra amber somewhere. People! Thank God. Give me more people. Bleh. They both work. This is more even in terms of housing. So I guess I like that more for precisely that reason and nothing else. Love to put the new hearth here. Do I have extra, like, parts? I do. I could staff another woodcutter camp. Just take some beavers out of places that they're, like, not super duper needed in. That's surprisingly few places now that I look at it. What do you know? How you doing over here? None of these are even close to being complete. That's fine. Should get the reed fields collected from again. Should also get people in the trappers camp now too. Yeah, makes sense to me. If we get any eggs, just pickle them. It's fine. Berries we probably want to turn into dye at the end of the day. If we don't have 30 dye, we'll just make that. It'll be fine. Alright. I'm not gonna say we're good on food production, but we're definitely okay on it. Yeah, let's throw a lizard in there. I want you to go in the woodcutting camp. Could have... I really don't want to pull these guys off of this, actually. Kind of feels necessary. Speaking of things that feel kind of necessary, let's get another farmer out here. I do want as much grain as we can so we can actually make ale. Definitely prefer to use mushrooms there. We can use grain if we absolutely have to. Okay. Lizards are no longer getting happiness, so I guess I'll just tweak that down a touch. Rebuild this now, I think. Is this actually gonna get done before drizzle ends? The answer may surprise you. The answer is no. Gosh darn it. How you guys doing? 11 out of 27, huh? Just deprioritize that, do other ones. Don't bother me anymore. Could easily sell a lot of that. Don't feel the need though. Could use someone in the smithy making tools and pipes, granted. Definitely put a limit on it now, and I may as well use this crystallized dew for something. I mean, like, may as well put a lizard in there because they're happier. Speaking of which, just get you in the distillery. This is part of our food production system, so I probably want to pipe this up and juice it. That's all taken care of. That's all. It's a lot of leather, which is nice to see. This is getting worked on, which is good. None of these are close to running out. Especially with only one person working on it. So, don't have to micromanage that at all. You guys are collecting from a new thing. That's good. Gathering speed is cripplingly slow, but whatever. You all could use more wood to chop. So go do that. Leatherworker now exists. I think I'm ultimately gonna have to use, like, my leather on boots and nothing else. But having water skins is a nice option, I guess. Guess I should have thought about that a little more. But I didn't. My cat has vacated. Okay. This is like okay. May as well. How are we doing in the greenhouse these days? Plenty of herbs, just making constant mushrooms. That sounds great to me. Do please continue on. We are looking okay. I hesitate to say we're good, but I think we're gonna live. So that's good. I like it when we live. Excuse the silence, I'm just feeling a massive amount of tension drain out of my body. And that apparently quiets me down. 10, 11, 12, good. Alright, pull 3 woodcutters, throw them in the temple. Burn a stack of wood, and we should be fine. My god, you finished! Yeah, just use Resonant Seam Arrow, that sounds great. It's all fine. Finally keeping up with biscuits and pie. We appear to be keeping up with pickled goods fine as well. Boots are being kept up with too. Coats are being kept up with. My god. I might get fooled into thinking we're in a good position. I guess we are. I guess, like, we're actually just gonna be fine. You know what? While I've got it, let's do that. 20% extra chance to double up on production sounds pretty amazing. Just get that going across the board. I think I will be very happy with it. Definitely not going to use that copper mine. If I really felt the need for more copper, I would take this 4-stack. But right now, I definitely don't. Oh yeah, I forgot to micromanage these guys. How are we doing over here? 6 on that one, 11 on that one. Alright. Lower the priority of that one now. 1 left. Holy cow, that was close. We still need fabric for coats. We need that constantly, so I can't just let that be empty, even if it's idle. So I guess we just hold. Clearance water very slowly getting done thanks to the stamping mill. Pottery's getting done there. Wouldn't mind another lizard in there, actually. We'll see. Newcomers should be arriving pretty soon. Be helpful to have a firekeeper and other people over here. In our new housing district. You're gonna love it. Another farm here? Maybe. It's like hideously unneeded, but I can do it. So it kind of makes me want to do it. Anything good? This is actually fine right now, but I also don't care that much. Could probably do workers' rations too, just to make everything like really super efficient. There's something cooler. Make parts is cool. Wouldn't mind that at all. So you can just like make those out of rocks. You can make it. You can make clay parts. It's that silly. Oh wow, we ran out of wood, huh? That's a surprise. Yeah. Y'all don't need to be in the temple right now. Please go back to cutting up the wood. Thank you. Sir Renwald has returned, and he's got a building that does brawling, and that sure does feel like I can't not click on it. So I guess I'll be clicking on that. Newcomers! All are welcome here, now that the road is clear. Could definitely use some more beavers, so I think I'll bring them in. That's fine. Alright. Yeah, so the beavers I want to have put on wood cutting. That'll be excellent. Throw you on the hearth. 3 builders right now sounds great to me. Dog. Yeah. Just looks good. Training gear, +3 to training gear might be relevant at some point. But it's not relevant right now. So whatever. Ah, yes. It's drizzle. Let's get people on the camps and let's see if we can't get these ones cleared off during drizzle. Y'all could come up here so you're closer to the wood I need chopped. Want to get rid of all this. All of it has to go. It's a fire sale in a way. In many ways. You know, while Renwald's here, I could pop into here. That is like the time you want to do that is when a trader can come, is when a trader is here and you can buy a solution to the problem. It sure does sound like a good idea. How are you doing? No wood to turn into purging fire. That's fine. No rush. Okay. Let's put a fertile ground right here and I'll be happy. 'Cause then I can put down another greenhouse. I mean, it's the most trolliest way you could have possibly complied, but I'll take it. Do I want to try to get woodworking tools? I don't think I care. The training gear delivery line does not sustain our brawling needs for the long term, but I don't think I have to consider long term right now. I think we're gonna win like pretty darn soon. In fact, if I put people on the temple, we might lower hostility enough to get a bunch of reputation, which would be pretty sweet. What's your deal? You are full on tools and pipes. Well, then you can leave. That's fine. Let's pipe this up, free up a beaver to do a different thing that I'm sure will come to me at some point. Or not. Well, hey, as long as you're free, go open this cache. We also got a leaky cauldron, which is certainly something. Fix it? Man, I wish Prosperous Archaeology was retroactive. I would have taken that for sure. Also found a provisioner, which is, sure something that exists. Done up here. Excellent. Probably use stone for this. And tools. Yeah. Definitely going to need somebody making tools again. And copper bars. Well, gosh, what would that be? I guess if you're literally idle here, I can have you working in there. And then a lizard that's not, like, doing anything super important go over to the smeltery. How are we doing over here? We did get a 4 square, which is sick. Could put down another greenhouse if I wanted to. Don't, like, need to, but it's nice to have. you guys doing down here? You know what? I don't need two people on berry picking. Why don't you go and smelt some copper? Because we need that. Wouldn't mind piping that one up either, but whatever. I got more stuff to do. It's your problem. No tools. Similarly, your problem is no tools. We have managed to perfectly split our tools so that nobody can do anything. That's kind of funny. Sure would love tanning racks. Just so we manage to get more leather and thus not run out. I can very easily sell resin. Maybe not that much, though. Got plenty of grain, sure. We should sell tools, but... oh well. Any good trade routes I should spy? Certainly I could sell some mushrooms. It's not exactly a great price, but we have free packs and a ton of mushrooms, so it's not exactly a terrible deal. You make 6 tools per cycle. That's awesome. You are capped on flour and bricks. Guess I could help you smelt while you're idle. Gonna need to remember to put him back when he's done, though. You're both idle still, but I need you to make coats. Guess I could have someone else making tools. Certainly we need them. We need them, like, pretty soon. Could also get this rolling too. If I had someone to spare, I definitely would. Oh, you guys didn't clear this out. Well, stop then. Stop that. Stop that right now. Why don't you go do this one? We'll get that done nice and slowly. Collecting tools eventually. Oh, the one timed thing we have didn't get everything we need. Oh no, you're actually low on pottery, which is mildly surprising, considering that you, sir, do nothing but make pottery. You know, in ideal circumstances. Plenty of clay and wood for it. I don't get it. Fox is leaving also. None of this feels necessary. I could take all of his money. Sell a bunch of reeds and resin just for money. At least get rid of half my stock. See how much that nets me. Sure. Man, that clay pit has been so nice. Building the citadel is done. Good. Gotta make sure I have enough building materials to pay off devastation, so we're on year 6. So that is 6. The end! bunch more metal is very welcome too. We can make a bunch of tools. Guildhouse, Kiln, Tinker, Monastery. The kiln would be very nice to make our fuel travel a lot farther. It also opens up jerky, which I don't mind. Tinker kind of does nothing. Monastery does nothing. Guildhouse, like, if I wanted to go even harder on trading, I could. But I'm kind of not. We just take the kiln. It's a good building. Some people say that the kiln, like, wins the game by itself. I am not one of those people, but I understand where they're coming from, that's for sure. Because it is very strong and can save you a massive amount of fuel. Because it does make literally all fuel a lot more efficient, which can be quite important. Woodcutting camp is out of trees. My god. Alright, market exists. I want to staff that just for the market carts, but we also need to do leisure. I got 72 barrels of booze, so we're good there at least. Who can staff this? Who indeed? Kind of short on labor again. I guess we got like 30 copper bars. I don't need that smelted quite as much. So you can go in there. I need a builder. You're idle in the Blight Post, but that's gonna change in a rather dramatic way pretty soon. It's done there. Weaver's still working on stuff. Need people in the stamping mill at some point. I don't need this much tool production anymore. We have most of all of those tools we need. Yeah, alright. You get on the stamping mill, make sure we have enough flour to feed ourselves. We don't need you in the smelter. I would like to keep you on the smelter. You need to stay on the farm to work on this because we have a huge harvest that's mostly going to die in the fields. Which sucks, but what do you do? Apart from whinge about it, I guess. Which I'm doing that in spades, at least. Can't take him out of the Weaver, can't take him out of the Cooperage. I could just pull a woodcutter. I do have 9 of them. That is a bit excessive. By a bit, I mean a lot. Alright. Good enough. Market carts are gonna be a big deal with carrying stuff. Like, that might actually help the harvest, like, a ton. Because I think they'll be able to take, like, 16 grain per trip now. To and from the warehouse. Which will be, awesome. Especially given that we occasionally just get 24 per pop. Yeah, that's a lot. I can see why we're having such trouble harvesting the fields. When we just, like, harvest 2 nodes and then we have filled out our entire storage capacity. It's a nice feeling. As silly as it may be. Yeah, deliver 16. So that... So, like, that cuts down from 5 trips to, like... 2. Yeah, that's a big deal. Alright. Let's pull wood cutting back by quite a lot, actually. Throw people in the temple. Throw a wizard in there because they're happier. Burn 2 stacks, pull 1 more woodcutter. I don't like being at 2, but and do precisely nothing about it. Apart from complain about it, which I'm so good at doing already. No one's better than whinging incessantly about things that very minorly annoy him better than me. Did I get an automaton? Sure. It's a bit of a luxury and unneeded, but like... it's cool, so I want it. Fence that up for decorations. We'll need some Hubun homes over here. Guess I can make a nice little 4 square over here. It's fine. I only need the one actually, so maybe pull back on that a bit. I can move these guys too. Moving houses is free. We love that about the new patch. Some things about the patch we don't love, but boy oh boy, do I ever love that about the new patch. Why isn't this upgraded yet? To Harmony. Right. I forgot. Murph. Put another tablet there, it's fine. Leisure's done. People have arrived. I guess once this is done, I win then. That's cool. Oh, we're out of wood. Oh. Mildly distressing, but we'll deal. Yeah, I just win. We left, I think I'm leaving my people in a very good spot, I would say. It's nice to win on year 6. It's not always easy to do. I guess I could just turn this in because, like, I can't lower my impatience, so it's not going to affect my hostility at all. May as well. And now we just wait for the expedition to be done and win. Oh yeah. Kind soul, just in time, finished before year 8. No one died. I did have one beaver leave, because he was scared, and a giant pansy. But now, you know, sucks to be him, because we're all alive and boozed up to the gills. He could have been alive and boozed up to the gills, but he's not. Win without starting food, gain 20 amber for the rest of the cycle. This does kill any food you bring with you in, like, supply points, too, which is an important note. Maybe I'll do that. I kind of want to do the Gathering Storm just because I want to do the Coastal Grove. Because it's been so long. To you too, buddy. To you too. Lizards look like a very good race to bring along. Their house upgrades do affect gathering speed. Though I think all this food will just vanish, which makes that a lot worse. Still, just starting with 11 makes him a good starting caravan. But anyway, that's for tomorrow. That's tomorrow Chris's problem. Today, Chris is going to leave you with some nice calming music and send you off to someone else to save his poor throat. Who we got streaming today? Sean. Sean is streaming. That's it. Okay, well, you know, when the decision is made for you, sometimes you just take it. Anyway. Thank you very much for watching. Especially you, Dendrian. Appreciate it a lot. Happy to see more of your stuff on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, if you want to see VODs, they go up on the channel every, pretty much, like, immediately after I'm done. If you need a sleep aid or something, I don't know. I don't know why you'd watch the VODs. Maybe you think I'm good and want some, like, tips on how to play Against the Storm. Or maybe I'm just a silly boy. A silly boy who says silly things and you enjoy that. I don't know. It could be anything. I'm gonna stop rambling. Thank you very much. I hope you have a lovely day, or evening, or whatever it is. And, yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time. Till then, you take care. Peace.